Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Shahwar once again from platform of Pehchan TV with our Women in Power show. आज मेरे साथ एक ऐसी पर्सनालिटी हैं जिनका इंटरव्यू मैं बहुत अरसे से करना चाह रही थी. And I'm so privileged that I have this Pehchan platform to talk to these amazing women in our community from Pakistan here in Australia who are doing so much. They're amazing within themselves, but the work they do is just another level. The personality that I have today is not just beautiful inside out as a person, but I've always found her very encouraging. सबको अप्रिशिएट करते हुए, एक्नॉलेज करते हुए और सबकी स्पेशली खवातीन की हिम्मत बंधाते हुए. हमें बहुत कम ऐसी खवातीन मिलती हैं who uplift other women आजकल के कंपटीशन के दौर में. But I've always found her very shafiq, very soft spoken and very humble. None other than Dr. Yasmeen. Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Yasmeen. क्या हाल है?
Walaikum assalam. Such a sweet introduction. Yeah, that's very, very kind of you.
No, it's true. It's true. I've always found you always uplifting other women around you. So, yeah, it is all coming from my heart, what I've felt and what I've seen. So, thank you so much for joining us. I know you are busy. You are doing so much in community and professionally too. So, thank you so much for taking the time out for talking to us and sharing a little bit about yourself with us.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Rather than me telling everyone, वैसे तो everyone in Australian Pakistani community know who you are, know the wonderful work you do. But for all our viewers who are listening to us or watching us, I would like you to introduce yourself. How would you like to get introduced or be known in the community?
ये दो बातें हैं. So, would I introduce myself? Number one, I'm a mom.
Oh.
I'm a mom and I am a second generation Pakistani living in Australia. I'm a wife, I'm a friend, and I would like to think I'm a person of the world.
Oh.
So, but that's very, soft and fluffy type of introduction. On a professional level, I'm an occupational physician under the banner of the College of Physicians in Australia.
Yeah.
I work in clinical work and I work in medical legal work.
Mm-hmm.
And I work predominantly in Western Sydney.
Yeah.
Actually, doing medical, legal, and clinical work, and in my spare time, so I would say my work and my family, are my main focus. But in my spare time, my biggest hobby is Shaukat Khanum and all things Pakistani.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I think that's what makes you inspirational. Like you have chosen community work and helping others as your passion and as your hobby. Very few people have those hobby. लोग hobby में usually उन चीजों को रखते हैं जो उनके लिए होता है, just उनके लिए. But you are doing something in your hobby that you're doing for others. So thank you so very much for all the work that you do through banner of Shaukat Khanum and also generally within the community. Yasmeen, since you have done so much and you have lived, I'm assuming that because you've said that you're second generation of Pakistani family here, you have lived most of your life here in Australia. You have seen so much, you have done so much, but what are the key things that you regard as your achievements or something that you really proud of and you say that this is something,
I would say achievements, बहुत सारे, not like बहुत सारी achievements हैं, ऐसे नहीं. There's so many things that I am really proud of, on a personal level, I'm proud of my family, my kids, heritage. I stand on very broad shoulders. I'm really fortunate. सबको अपने वालिदैन बेहतरीन लगते हैं, मुझे तो मेरे बेस्ट लगते हैं. you know so in terms of, these are the things I'm proud of. Then um they probably gave me a boost and a a big playing field for dreaming, and a lot of inspiration for academia, and a lot of inspiration for being part of a community, and for being part of a great community, belonging to Pakistan and feeling Pakistani and being Pakistani. And at a professional level, I think they gave me the drive to study and to be more and to want more. And I think wanting more is probably like the biggest thing. I think I feel that's probably one of the best parts about the package that is me. Probably, yeah.
This is beautiful. So many people I've talked to, and for this series also, जब मैं high achievers से बात कर रही होती हूँ, I always, whenever I ask them about achievement, a lot of achievers come back to thinking their family and their parents and their kids as their achievements, so they're really proud of. So this is so amazing to listen that you do so many things in your life, but then you come back to your roots, and that is what you're proud of. So great to hear that. But I'm sure ये सब कुछ achieve करने में, इतना आगे excel करने में in your career, in your life, even though you had support from all these people that you're talking about, there must have been really, really lot of challenges. And I'm really interested in hearing your perspective, especially because I'm the first generation in my family who have moved to Australia and chosen this country as our home. But as someone who's born here, maybe, or who has been living all their life, but have a different heritage, what are some of the key challenges, and as a woman, what are some of the key challenges that you see?
I think इसमें दो तीन बातें. एक तो I think if it's important to one अपने आप को culturally align रखना, we do have the parameters of our deen जो हमें identify करता है. We do have cultural nuances जो हमारे दिलों की तारों को खींचती हैं. So ये थोड़े से challenges होते हैं दीन और culture को अपने life में, अपनी family में लेके चलना. And truly, I would say, as a child growing up, certainly feeling and looking different, and then not having the same social access to the community, to the wider Australian community, and not because of any Australian sort of barriers, but more so those barriers that our family had put up just as protective barriers, because I think they also were dealing with a lot of unknowns.
Of course, yeah.
And huge culture shock even for our parents, in spite of them being quite worldly and quite educated. Lekin, that was a challenge, and finding ke इस पूरे puzzle में हम comfortably कहाँ बैठे हैं, not being too polarized Australian and completely de-identifying or divorcing yourself from a cultural heritage, लेकिन अपने parents को या अपनी family के साथ चलना, अपने culture को लेके चलना, it's a very interesting middle ground. And I think up इसको you keep finding it.
Yeah.
You do keep finding it till you get to the point, possibly maybe where I am now. और आप सोचते हैं, okay, I'm okay with this. Other challenges, I would say, for second generation Pakistanis, or at least मैं अपनी बात करती हूँ, I think मैंने पहले कहा था, I keep wanting more, and not wanting as in, um, in a tangible way,
Yeah.
but seeming big कि, you know, हम second generation हैं, you know, we've had a lot more opportunities. We should be doing more. हाँ, ये मैं कहूँगी probably एक self imposed pressure है कि अब हमारे पेरेंट्स ने एक हद तक पढ़ा है, हमने एक इसको आगे लेके जाना है, हमारे वालिदैन ने हमारे लिए ये किया था, हमने इसको ये मजीद आगे लेके जाना है, हमारे वालिदैन की ये ख्वाहिशें थी हमारे आइडेंटिटी के लिए, हमारी ग्रूमिंग के लिए, हमने ये चीजें कैरी करके इनको लेके जाना है. And I guess it's like you know, it's obviously a very different time and we have a lot of different pressures and a very multifaceted life. उनकी भी थी, लेकिन I would say इस generation या कम से कम मेरे at least ये challenges हैं कि trying to do better, and trying to keep a lot of the past. I think I am a very nostalgic person as well, but I like emotional qisam ka, you know, maybe you had asked me, you know, a year or 2 years ago or 5 years ago, identify yourself, I would have said, I'm a pakka Pisces. Intahai emotional, intahai wo. Like, and I guess probably recently I've separated myself a bit from reading star signs and etc.
So
I
do
guess
that too sometimes.
and then I think, you know, there are those endemic challenges to women and mom, you know, are we giving our kids enough time? Are we like probably आजकल के like पिछले ही दिनों में मैं सोच रही थी, you know, this whole work life, home life balance thing, ये शायद मरते दम तक, you know, पूरे पक्के बैलेंस में नहीं आता, या चलो रिटायर होने तक बैलेंस में नहीं आता. And then I have sort of said to myself now, it's okay. I like, you know, I'm going to have sort of, ये मेरा short term project है, आज के ये मेरे 2-3 goal हैं, and इसके बाद I am not going to invest beyond this. Do I stick to it? Sometimes yes, sometimes not. But I feel like it's ये जो balance है, even this is a bit of a misnomer, like work-life balance, as though the life is cut into like equal 1/3. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. कभी, you know, 60-40 चलता है, कभी 50, you know, 40-10 चलता है, 60-40 0 चल रहा है, 70-30 चल रहा है, 0 चल रहा है. So I think ये वाला balance वाला चक्कर सबसे मुश्किल है. Even like most recently मैं सोच रही थी अपने लिए वक्त निकालना, और अपनी सेहत के लिए वक्त निकालना. गो कि मैं बहुत इस चीज को खुद भी प्रीच करती हूँ कि अपनी सेहत के लिए टाइम निकालें, अपनी वर्जिश के लिए निकालें, अपने मेडिकल रिव्यूज के लिए निकालें. I really need to probably, this is a challenge for me. Like I think every other mom as well. लेकिन मेरे लिए ये really honest challenges हैं.
नहीं, आपके question has made me think of so many other things, like, you know, first of all, that those mom guilts जिसमें usually working mothers रहती हैं, and then trying to strike that balance never ends. It never ends.
हाँ, कि मेरे बच्चे इग्नोर ना हो, एंड जैसे जैसे बड़े होते जाते हैं तो हमें लगता है अच्छा ये भी गैप है, should I have not done this, मुझे इन चीजों पे ज्यादा फोकस करना था, काश के मैं ज्यादा वाइज होती जब ये बड़े हो रहे हैं. लाइक बहुत सारी बातें हैं. सो आई थिंक इन लाइक ये बात नहीं है कि यू नो रिग्रेट नहीं करना चाहिए, रिफ्लेक्ट करना चाहिए हमें. Yes, we should be forgiving, but we should be evolving. I guess it maybe comes back to that earlier point, we should keep wanting to be better.
Yeah. That's
and wanting to make things better. Maybe it don't have to be, the sticky tape or the band-aid.
yeah.
Creating better, like better everything. Like जो भी हम करें, हम उसमें खैर और बेहतरी करें. I guess probably that's one of that is a self-imposed challenge.
Yeah. And do you think a lot of people or majority of people are that reflective, or this is something you have gained with experience?
नहीं लोग तो मुझे ऐसे लगता है पास दफा जो मुझे लगता है लोग बहुत रिफ्लेक्टिव हैं.
अच्छा.
जैसे certainly like no doubt social media draws a lot of our immediate attention. Lekin no doubt, like when things don't go the way we're thinking or the way we're planning, we are forced to stop and think, what went wrong here? यार ये हम इसको कैसे ठीक कर सकते थे? इधर क्या था? Like, outcome तो ये हुआ. लेकिन इससे पहले क्या क्या avoidable चीजें थी, क्या avoidable नहीं था? Should I have planned it better? Should I have anticipated it better? Should I even have read the other person better? Have I under or over expected, or or being unclear or whatever? तो ये reflection तो मेरा ख्याल है हर बंदा करता है when the chips are down, or when everything is like building up.
That's true. Another interesting thing आपने अपने challenges में जिक्र किया, being the second generation of Pakistanis here in Australia, and that made me think of all the identity crisis our youth go through, especially the first generation or the second generation especially. What are your thoughts on that, and what have kept you? Because mashallah, आपकी उर्दू इतनी जबरदस्त है, proper Urdu, and then being grounded and being connected with your culture without losing that confidence, and at the same time moving ahead, excelling in a different culture from where your family have come from. How do you achieve that, or what are your thoughts on that?
So, शुक्रिया मेरी उर्दू को अच्छा कहने का.
बहुत अच्छी है, बहुत बेहतर है, बहुत सारे पाकिस्तानियों से भी बेटर है.
शुक्रिया. मैंने अपनी मेडिसिन लाहौर में पढ़ी है.
अच्छा, माशाल्लाह, वेरी नाइस.
उधर रही हूँ, and on the top of it, जैसे कि like so and my husband is from Lahore, and so लेकिन he came to Australia in the late 80s. But I would say so he is very Pakistani. My father was very Pakistani. जैसे वो वाले जिन्होंने रात को खाने के टाइम पे नूर जहां के गाने लगाने, किशोर कुमार के गाने like पे and ये हमने काफी सुने हुए थे in the background of our dinners. Music सुनना, मुशायरों पे लेके जाना, के programs में लेके जाना. So cultural exposure by osmosis भी हो रहा था. फिर मियाँ भी शौकीन हैं, he likes शेर और शायरी, और फिर वो ना सिर्फ पसंद करते हैं, explain भी कर रहे होते हैं. तो you really like breaking down लफाज की, इसके मायने, अच्छा इसकी पैरेलल मीनिंग क्या है, दिस इज अ मेटाफोर फॉर दिस, वो ये इधर रेफरेंस दे रहे हैं. बहुत सारे चीजों में पोएट्री देखना. Probably myself as well, I like language and poetry and reflection, and probably a softie and a romantic at heart as well. So इस तरह की चीजें आपको ज्यादा अट्रैक्ट करती हैं. And I guess probably Urdu in itself is very beautiful. और आई थिंक हम लोगों ने उर्दू को इसलिए कायम रखा क्योंकि इसमें हमारा वैसे इतना कोई क्रेडिट नहीं है, पेरेंट्स का ज्यादा है. ऑन द टॉप ऑफ इट वही मैं कह रही हूँ. फिर मेरे हस्बैंड, you know, mashallah, Allah bless him in every way. He is a very desi husband. और उन्हें देसी चीजों का शौक है. तो फिर आई गेस वही बात है, मैं अक्सर अपनी फ्रेंड्स में बात करती हूँ कि यू नो आई एम क्वाइट ऑजी, लेकिन रांझा रांझा करती मैं आपी रांझा हो गई. So I guess probably, you know, that's a big factor as well. अक्सर हमारे घर में ये एक जोक होता है, मम्मी इज रियली ऑजी, तो मैं कहती हूँ एक्चुअली आप लोग बर्गर बच्चे हो. आप लोग बर्गर बच्चे हो, मैं आप सब लोगों से ज्यादा लाहौरी और पंजाबी हूँ.
That's true. Now we have seen that how connected you are with culture and being with Pakistaniyat, if there is a term like that.
Yeah.
You definitely are more. Thoda sa, I would love to ask your journey with Shaukat Khanum, Shaukat Khanum Hospital, and how did you get connected with that, and a little bit about your journey with Shaukat Khanum Hospital.
So the journey of Shaukat Khanum, I think I just landed in the platform by recommendation.
Oh, okay. Wow.
There was one of the visiting directors from Pakistan, may Allah be pleased with him. He passed away. He came and met us, and we had a chat online with some of the existing directors in Pakistan. And we sort of, well, I certainly sort of fell into that role. And I thought at the time, well, you know, kya baat hai, how amazing, and I would love to do anything that I can to do with this. I love the work and the project. And then when I went and visited Shaukat Khanum, it was a game changer. मैंने हमेशा ये सोचा था कि looking at some stage in my life, I want to do something जिसमें I can do something for Pakistan. I did want to do that. जैसे कि मैंने कहा, मैंने लाहौर से अपना MBBS किया और मैं हमेशा सोचती थी और चाहती थी कि वापस जाके हम कुछ करें, और इंशाल्लाह अल्लाह करम रखे हम आगे करें. But in the interim, this was a really nice way to do it. And I had previously जैसे एक दो और opportunities आई थी पहले लाइफ में, to join this or to join that, and I had said नहीं, अभी मेरे बच्चे बहुत छोटे हैं. You know, आप अपना करियर में अपने आप को जरा पक्का कर रहे होते हैं, you know, all of that ना. तो I had said अभी वाकई मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. And कुछ वो projects भी, they were not, I didn't really see them. I think they had strong foundations, but I didn't see a lot of fruit coming forward from that. And it wasn't that I wanted to join something that is already fruitful, but I wanted to join something that was going to continue. जिसमें एक sustained energy रहेगी. So Shaukat Khanum Hospital जाके I was entirely converted कि अगर मैं इसको अपना टाइम दूंगी तो मैं इसको अपना दिल, जान, you know, टाइम, नियत, मेहनत, you know, whatever जो मैं दे सकती हूँ, इंशाल्लाह अल्लाह खैर करे, करम रखे, हम दें. Because Shaukat Khanum एक amazing अदारा है, और इसकी बुनियादें जिसने रखी है, he didn't do it for the sake of himself. He didn't do it for the sake of, even though it's named after his mother, he didn't do it for her either. He did it for the everyman who is facing a diagnosis of cancer, who is not resourceful, who perhaps doesn't even speak the language, and wants to live. So it was, and when you go there, you really feel like this hospital is second to none that I've seen in Australia.
Wow.
It is so comparable. And I have trained in other hospitals in Pakistan जहाँ पे VIP कल्चर होता है, जहाँ पे डॉक्टर्स और पेशेंट्स का खाना सेपरेट होता है, जहाँ बैठने की जगह फर्क होती है, you know, even just in a social setting. अगर मेरे में आएंगे या मेरी फैमिली मुझे मिलने आएगी, I will take them to a different cafeteria. Whereas Shaukat Khanum, everything is uniform. And everything is based and centered around humanity. And everything is based around giving hope. And there's no VIP. And it's all about trying to help somebody live out their dreams and their life and giving hope and being part of somebody's hope story. And as a doctor, you know, we like that longitudinal success story. कि you know, आज पेशेंट ठीक हो गया, अब हम कल को इसकी खुशियां देखें, इसकी कामयाबियां देखें, the things that make them happy, हम ये देखें. There is a bit like it is. There are other motives as well. कि you know, we like to see that longitudinal.
Yeah.
I guess of the work we do.
Yeah.
तो वो खाने में मुझे नजर आ रहा था कि not just मुझे, मेरे मियाँ भी थे मेरे साथ, and you know, literally, you know, when we finished the tour, हमने कहा चलो हम पौने घंटे का टूर करते हैं, but like हम 4 घंटे वहां गुजारे, हमारे लिए वहां पानी पीना मुश्किल हो गया, वो हमें पानी चाय ऑफर करें और हमने कहा नहीं, like no, not even a cup of tea. हमने कहा नहीं इसका हमारा separate budget है. And we were like, it's fine, we'll have water.
Yeah.
Okay, and you feel like not only that, but it also represents the potential that Pakistan has. कि हमारे मुल्क एक ऐसा बेहतरीन अदारा है with world-class treatment, world-class services, world-class professionalism. तो हमारी पढ़ाई सिर्फ किताबी नहीं है, like हम उसको अमल में भी ला सकते हैं, और ये वो अदारा है जो उसको अमल में ला रहा है. I guess in Australia every day हमें लगता है कि हम अपनी किताबी पढ़ाई को अमल में ला रहे हैं.
बिल्कुल ठीक, सही कह रही हैं. True. Wow, beautiful, inspirational. So starting from your medical career, going to Shaukat Khanum and lot of community work, and you know, supporting a lot of initiatives here in Australia, what are some of your other dreams that you think, okay, abhi mujhe ye bhi karna hai, this is something I can still achieve or I need to do? What are some of the dreams that you are still, you know, working towards?
बहुत सारे हैं. To be honest, I think like अलमिया जिंदगी मोहलत खैर रखे, ड्रीम्स तो बहुत सारे हैं. मैं एक ऑक्यूपेशनल फिजिशियन हूँ. पाकिस्तान में हमारे करिकुलम में ऑक्यूपेशनल मेडिसिन है ही नहीं. नंबर 1, मैं चाहती हूँ कि हम थोड़ा सा ऑक्यूपेशनल मेडिसिन पाकिस्तान में लेके जाए, just to bring Pakistan onto the same page, like definitely in the top tier universities like Aga Khan, you know, kuch units padhate honge, but I definitely want to bring out more exposure for this field. That's definitely a big dream, to work on the curriculum. I was fortunate enough to meet like a few like-minded people, तो हम इसको थोड़ा सा energize कर सकते हैं. Secondly, I think in terms of like another really great short-term goal, or that I really want to do, is जो नए लोग पाकिस्तान से आते हैं. There was a very tragic story a few years ago for a gentleman who was having a cardiac arrest, and rather than having an ambulance called for him, you know, the bystanders started calling friends and family members. So, you know, ये goals हैं कि जो नए migrants आ रहे हैं उनके लिए कोई इस तरह का कोई ट्रेनिंग वीडियो, so not a training video, sorry, so a socialization video के welcome to Australia, these are the resources that you will require, but to have it in Urdu.
True.
These are the resources that you will require, you know, खुदा न खास्ता, in the event of an accident, you know, triple O. I would like, you know, जैसे ये CPR वाली चीजें, ये उस वीडियो में लाई जाएं ताकि एटलीस्ट, जैसे पिछले दिनों, I don't know if you heard, जो बच्चा उबर चला रहा था,
Yeah, I did.
he didn't, may Allah be pleased with him, but it was a very tragic and possibly preventable death. I mean, from a scientific point of view, from a religious point of view, it is what it is. But a scientific and a social construct point of view, I guess, you know, ek thoda sa, there should be some platform whereby new migrants can access information about the life skills that they will need. Bichara kahin reh raha tha, and I guess it's not incumbent upon anybody to give them that information, but I think it would be a great service to them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
yeah, sorry.
Dreams of बहुत सारे dreams. Like, so, you know, yeah, your list lambi, and I can take you to even, you know, windmills in Pakistan as, you know, a source of, and, you know, solar panels and installation and solar panel farms, and, you know, Allah miya hamare mulk ke resources, you know, so there's so many bigger dreams and projects, and also just to you know, make medical treatment more accessible and more fair. I guess sometimes जब, you know, हमारे मुल्क में medical treatment गांव में होता है, sometimes we're not fair in the way that we're saying, अच्छा अब ये बेचारा कहाँ जाएगा, so we don't recommend those detailed tests. Yeah. No, we are a bit presumptive as well. So I probably think, you know, helping make, you know, medical services accessible and equitable. Yeah. That would be a great, that would be a really super awesome thing to be part of.
Yeah, no, you definitely are a dreamer, and I think there is a reason that हम बहुत सारे लोग look up to you, because you have that vision. Not everyone has that vision to keep on thinking of the things and, you know, notice all of that, what you can contribute towards. Towards the end of our interview, I will be a little greedy and will take you to the direction where I would like you to tell us, how do you know a platform, AusPac Women Association? How do you find this platform? And what would be your message for the women listening through this platform?
So, really happy to talk about that. Actually, it's not a point at all. I know of it because I was there at the launch. जब शफक ने इसको launch किया था almost 1 साल पहले. Number one. Number two, you know, there has been other programs and specifically, you know, other events where you can see that this is an awesome bunch of women who really have a purpose. And one of their main purposes is to just uplift each other.
Yes.
So I think when that is at the core of it, like, definitely there are other tangible dreams and projects जो जरूर होने चाहिए ताकि, you know, we can keep evolving, like the One Nest Home, like so many other, you know, support services, vocational deployment opportunities, CV building, you know, etc., etc. The list goes on of, mashallah, the talent pool there. So I find the talent pool is awesome. They're encouraging and they are really active. So probably this is in my estimation, क्योंकि ख्वाब देखना और फिर उसको हरकत में लाना, ये इन ये दो फर्क चीजें हैं and I think you ladies अल्लाह आप लोगों को नजर से बचाए मनोमन अजर दे like you do bring those inclusive ideas and activities into the mainstream community. You are there to support women, marginalized and non-marginalized women. You are there to give all women a voice. So we love that. Like, I love that. And I think it's not about, like, when I say, like, things about feminism, my kids are like, no, you can't say feminism is good or bad. You have to say it's good. And I always tell them it's not even about that. It's just about respect. And I feel that the AusPac platform gives women that respect. There is a platform in the community, and I was thinking that it's probably one of its kind in the South Asian community, like where you guys do so much. मैं अभी भी देख रही थी messages like Father's Day के program के लिए, फलाने program के लिए, Eid के लिए, Pakistan Day के लिए. Mashallah, you guys don't miss a beat.
Yeah, try to.
So I think you guys do an awesome job, and more power to you all, and may you all continue to grow and be even bigger than you have dreamed for yourselves, inshallah.
Ameen. I think if we have support with us from people like you and so many other amazing women and men, then we will hopefully keep going, and we'll try to keep bringing the enlightened and educated face of not just Pakistani community, but Pakistani women. Any last messages for our viewers who are watching this interview? Any last things you want to say?
I would love to give a message. So I'm wearing pink because Pink October is coming up.
Absolutely.
And Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah.
And जैसे कि मैं कह रही थी, even अपने लिए कि probably अपने आप को टाइम देना और अपने आप के लिए टाइम निकालना एक चैलेंज है, लेकिन we are anything but unfair. So we should be fair to ourselves as well. Yeah. And we take out time for ourselves, especially as October is approaching, start in September, and keep the breast cancer dialogue alive. The very good news is breast cancer treatment, diagnosis, and prognosis statistics are improving. But sadly, the incidence is also increasing. And it's increasing in the diaspora, and it's increasing in the subcontinent. So there is a lot of work still for us to do. And I think जैसे कि हमारी CPR messaging बहुत amazing है, इसी तरह we need to have our campaign so strong and so well structured कि सब लोग in the month of September, October, November, and moving on, have a heightened awareness about breast cancer and their health in general.
Thank you so much. I think with this beautiful message, nothing more left to say, but I would like to thank you for such amazing conversation. I can listen to you talking about all these things and, sharing all your knowledge and, what you think and your dreams for hours. So thank you so much.
It has been a pleasure and I've really enjoyed it, and thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope you all loved, and I'm sure you loved Dr. Yasmeen's conversation. We will be bringing a lot more empowered and enlightened and powerful women to inspire us, and we'll talk to them and share their messages with all of you. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and see you next time.